EGM Network.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Well, hi there, and I hope you are all doing fine. I've never felt so optimistic as I do now. For the first time, instead of states being red or blue, or people being red or blue, there is a real underground current of red, white, and blue. Everything is America. No matter what party you're affiliated, no matter how strongly to the right or to the left you may feel, all of a sudden we want things getting better again for all of us. And I've never had a smile on my face for so long as I have the last few days. I start with Hollywood, which we all know for a good while was biased in one direction. Right now we have 3 ambassadors from Hollywood. Sylvester Stallone. I don't think this one many of you may know, Mr. Volk. I think I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. He's the father of Angelina Jolie. We all know who she is.
Oh, John Voight.
John Voight. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, John Voight and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, and Sylvester Stallone. The 3 of them. And they're not the typical Hollywood people. What they're doing is they want to bring more business back to Hollywood. The last 4 years, there have been fewer movies made, fewer people attending them. Most of them are not highfalutin movies that everybody has got to see. And they are back to really eliminating DEI, but they are also into improving Hollywood so the entire world, even those from Europe and everywhere else, will want to come here and do pictures. That's what we've got to get back to. And not any longer being hooked up to right or left, extreme right or left ideology. Just let's all be together in the middle, red, white, and blue, and make things better again. And I just love that atmosphere. I love it to death, literally. I've walked around all of Vero Beach, and I've had 2 people ask me, Martha, what are you smiling about? I said, a lot of good things are happening, and I haven't felt this way in a long, long, long time. Maybe the last 15 years. And I hope all of you will feel the exact same thing. There is nothing to lose at this point, but look for the best. And that's for everybody. Middle class, working class, even those on welfare. You can earn respect by having work-study programs and still collect some of your unemployment, and all kinds of good things are happening. Even way back when Bill Clinton was president, he did one thing that was very good that I was personally involved with. We had rental apartments right here in Vero Beach, and they were definitely lower income, working class. Some of the people, not all of them, were on HUD, H-U-D, which you may be familiar with, where their rent gets paid for at a much cheaper rate, but it is subsidized by governmental monies. Well, what Clinton did, which I thought was beautiful, and I thought it would come back, he said, for those people who are not disabled and or mentally handicapped, who are on welfare for various reasons, their spouse disappeared and they're stuck with several kids, all things like that, it is absolutely fabulous. What he did is saying, look, I'll continue giving you subsidy, HUD, and welfare money, but since you are very able and not physically handicapped, I'm requiring you to work 20 hours a week, not full time because you have all these kids, but 20 hours a week. And you can keep that money in addition to getting your subsidies now. And that was a very popular program. And what happened is I've stayed in touch with a couple of those people. They ended up going off of welfare and working 40 hours a week. Granted, their kids are older now, fully in school, fully in high school, so they are free to be available during the day. And they are tickled pink getting full-time employment, getting health care included, which is even better than the health care that they were on under Medicaid, and all kinds of respect and talking to their neighbors of all income levels. A whole new door has opened for them, where before they were marked, stamped for being on welfare and keep away from me and all that mentality, and all of a sudden they're respected Americans. And that was really beautiful. They're helped out because they need help, but they are so good in terms of self-esteem and respect and meeting new friends that they've been happy ever since, rather than pegged and stamped as a low-income beggar. And I just, I'm friends with those people today, and I am just thrilled at what they've made of themselves. They've gotten promotions at work and everything else. So I feel good like that, but I feel even better because I think at all levels, and I notice it especially in the supermarket and insurance. I don't even want to waste time on insurance and things like that. I know from the bottom of my heart, the last 4 years, each and every one of us have been ripped off. Not because they need the money, but because they can charge more. There was no one representing us. I think now insurance companies have to be accountable, which is all I'm asking for. I cringe when I think of all these fires in California, how it's going to affect all our insurance in the other 49 states. I'm sure we will all be paying for this in one way or another, but I can understand it. But all I'm asking for is fairness, not to be ripped off. And I think we are all looking for fairness, accountability, honesty, and I feel there's a good chance we can start setting this up in government. And it has to come from the government first. And we celebrated this last week the funeral of our 100-year-old president, Jimmy Carter. He was one of the sweetest, nicest men as a single person that I think I have ever met. He was absolutely fabulous on that. What he wasn't good at is he was such a good person, honest to the nth degree, that he really was not equipped administratively. He did beautifully on handling the peanut farm, on handling local government in Georgia, and administration on starting a new business, that Habitat for Humanity, which has been an astounding success. But as a president dealing internationally with other people who are not honest, but they're strong, they're not accountable, but they're used to getting their own way, he really had trouble. We all remember on his last day of office, he wanted to talk, and negotiate to get the hostages out of Lebanon at that time. And I've mentioned this once before. The very first morning that Reagan woke up in the White House, he didn't even say good morning to anyone. Those hostages were released. Why? Because people are afraid of somebody with strength, with power, and you can't predict what they're going to do or not do. I'm not saying that's fabulous, but that has become the reality internationally. Many of our adversaries, they don't respect the United States, but they respect authority, power, and they certainly respect fear, that they can't go taking things over. A good example is the Panama Canal. I don't think half of you even know it, and I did a lot of research to find it out. Without telling a soul, they negotiated with Panama to take over the operation of the Panama Canal. Why does China want to do that? Because they have with the Panama Canal, they can have a chokehold on industry going from east to west and the transfer of supplies. They want to have the chokeholds for the Suez Canal. They want to do this so that they can capture the whole entire earth and make it all Chinese. That is their goal. And we've got to wake up to that. But I do feel good now that China is going to have to be put in their place a little more. Iran is going to have to be put in their place a little more. They can't handle power. Their power turns to pure evil. No matter how many people they kill, it doesn't matter. And most of us do not agree with that philosophy at all. I think 90% of the people on Earth will not authorize killing millions and millions just to get their own way financially. So things are looking bright in terms of less of all of that happening. And the biggest thing is most of you that I'm talking to, 95% or more, really want to be successful, and rather than successful, let me use the word comfortable financially. That takes so much stress away from us so we can enjoy life and be good with other people help of others in need. On one of my other podcasts, I mentioned every day do one act of kindness to one person or somebody who appreciates a favor or help that you have done. Like I said, anything from picking their keys off the floor that they accidentally dropped, giving a smile to somebody who's down and out, giving security to a friend of yours that you're still in existence and you really care about them. These are all positive things you can do, but you can't do it comfortably unless you're comfortable yourself financially. If you're worried about where your next meal is coming from, you have a stress that is very hard to control. So all of us have got to look forward to a comfortable life, and you don't have to be a millionaire to be comfortable. Have your basic needs all met, have a roof over your head, have meals, be able to budget your money, and whatever time you have left being good to other people, you are probably the happiest person on earth. We've seen people win the lotteries for multi-millions of dollars or even $500,000, and their life is suddenly miserable. All these prank calls are calling them up, telling them how to invest money when they will just take your money from you and it will disappear. Believe me, you don't have to be super, super wealthy to be happy. And if you look at some of our politicians, some of our sports people, some of our local government people, many of them are not the happiest people on earth. They either blew the money that they had, or they aren't spending it to make themselves happy. They're wasting it on alcohol and other things. So please, let's all remember this, and let's look forward to good, successful, nice times ahead of us. We're going to take a quick break, and I will come back and tell you some other examples. Stay with us. I want to introduce you to our main sponsor, Highland Plaza, located on US 1 on the east side of the Highland Drive traffic light. We even have our own left-hand turn lane. One of the places in there, the first one on the north side, is Easy Stop, and you will be surprised what competitive and beautiful prices they have. You should give it a shot. Also, Tony's Hairstyling Salon is ideal for the entire family at all ages. He and his wife have run a salon there for years with a huge following. Also, we want to tell you about La Taberna Restaurant. It has the freshest Mexican food in town and a well-experienced chef. You will be most surprised not only by the food, but the reasonable prices. Also, I want to tell you about the nail salon. It's Luxury Nails. Let me tell you, they do everything, both for walk-in clients and appointments. Appointments are really appreciated, but they treat all clients professionally. Now, I want to repeat to you, this is located on US 1, just east of Highland Drive at the traffic light. It's a beautiful yellow building with a maroon awning. We look forward to seeing you there. Come on over.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker.
And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannoncpohl.com
And lucycranker.com.
It's Bluegrass Night every Thursday at Marsh Landing Restaurant. Enjoy our famous swamp water with down-home favorites like frog legs, fried chicken, and peanut butter pie. The music starts at 6:30 every Thursday. Call for reservations. Bluegrass Night at Marsh Landing in Fellsmere.
I'm John King, certified arborist with King Tree Management. Every cut on your tree is permanent. King Tree Management cuts your costs by making the right cuts the first time. Contact me at King Tree Management. We treat your trees like royalty.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's New Year's sale time. Save up to 50% on selected closeout styles of Lloyd Landers, Berlin Garden, Capri, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, and lots more. Sofas, dining sets, patio groups, chaises, umbrellas, occasional chairs, bedroom sets, coffee table, lots of pieces on sale now for inside and out. We're your local Tommy Bahama and Lexington store where you can create an island paradise and make your life one long weekend. Sophisticated looks with a mix of coastal and Caribbean style, Tommy Bahama Home has everything you need for your Florida living. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Visit Sunshine Furniture now for a January sale. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Also, don't forget to shop our outlet and sales center just across the street.
Sunshine Furniture.
What time? Hi there. Welcome back. Hey, I really believe we have good things ahead, but all of us have got to partake of it. Starting at doing a favor for a neighbor, helping a sick person. You can even volunteer at food pantries, the hospital. Though I have to tell you, things have changed in the hospitals. You don't have the big number of candy stripers and volunteers simply because it's too risky of catching infectious diseases. Even hospitals, when you've had surgery, they do their best to send you home the same day. They don't want a lawsuit or an insurance lawsuit where you caught something at the hospital and you want them to pay for it. They're actually paranoid about sending you home as quick as possible. So I don't recommend being a volunteer there. There are many, many fewer volunteers. You can almost count on one hand the number of volunteers in any one hospital. But there are food pantry and other areas where you can be very, very helpful. If you're in a position to drive somebody to a medical appointment, things like that. But you know when you're being nice and kind. You know when you're managing your money and budget. You know when you can put a few cents away and do better. And every couple of weeks, put money away in a safe or for investment. So you have all of that to look forward to. And I just want to say, whatever your goal is, stick to it, look forward to it, and accomplish it. Have a great week.